Okay guys, we're on the skin rejuvenation webinar today. Things are all live, so I've got all my bits all telling me we're good to go. So my name's Nishant. I'm the curator here at Smooth and Simple. My role over here is to put together the right treatments for all of the various problems that we get. And at Smooth and Simple, we're a company about making the act of being smooth, and that's skin, your body, anything like that. It's the act of doing that, but making it a bit simpler. And one of the things that we do is we do these educational webinars where we tell people a little bit more in depth about the treatment. It's almost like having a face-to-face consultation, really. So if you'd see me or a therapist, then this is the kind of stuff that we go through. So we're going to start today. We're talking about basic soft skin rejuvenation. Basic soft rejuvenation is one of our top whack treatments, and at the cost of the treatment, it delivers the most value for the pound that you're spending. And we love it, and our guests love it, because actually it's about harnessing the natural recovery power within your skin. And any treatment for us that says it triggers off a natural repair mechanism, that's what gets us excited. Because what we're trying to do is we're not really battling against what's natural and what your body wants to do. We're just using that to its best effect. So just kind of starting off with why skin rejuvenation, or baby soft skin rejuvenation, is so good. It actually makes your skin heal itself. And your skin as an organ, and you must forget, it's the biggest organ in your body. It's a living, breathing thing. As an organ, your skin is absolutely amazing, and we really don't say that lightly. It protects us from UV radiation. It is waterproof. It repairs itself completely, and it's sensitive and protects us from extreme heat and cold as well. So, all of that stuff means that your skin is really, really amazing, but we don't actually look after it as well as we should do. Even people who've got a really great daily skincare regime, you tend to focus on this, which is your face. You've got your hands that you can do. You've got the rest of your body as well. So there's a lot to be said for treating your skin well. That being said, people tend to usually do treatments on their face because it's visible, and it also shows the signs of aging quite quickly. And actually, hands is another area, and I'm going to kind of get into that a little bit later. But you've got this amazing organ, and it does show signs of aging where it's being used quite a lot. So we are going to use the face as an example quite a lot the way through this, because I'm doing it now. I'm very expressive, and I use my hands a lot. And you're using the muscles in your face all the time, so your skin in your face, gets wrinkly, it gets creased up. Also, it's exposed to the elements all the time as well, so it shows its age pretty quickly. And what is great about your skin is if you give it half a chance to recover, it does so. So all of our skin rejuvenation treatments, or our regime of skin rejuvenation treatment, is about making your skin heal itself. And because it's targeted, it's not the whole skin. Remember, I said it's the largest organ in the body. It's not the whole skin, it's one area. You're giving your body one particular space, or place, sorry, to focus its energy. So how does it actually work? It uses two technologies, and they're both incredibly powerful and very popular in our clinic. And you can treat a myriad of conditions, and I'll kind of show you a few pictures of things that you can treat, which usually gives you a better idea. So I'm going to screen share a couple of pictures. It gives you a good idea as to what we can actually do with them, with the treatment. So I'll just screen share you. Maybe not. I'm hoping that is screen shared. It's not coming up on mine, so I'm just going to try that again. Aha. Here we go. Share. Wonderful. Okay, so if we look at this lady here, she's got classic signs of sun damage, and you can see, and the picture resolution isn't brilliant, but you can see there's areas of these little patches of kind of darker spots. She's got generally good skin, actually, to be fair, but you see there's one over here, there's a few over here, and there's quite a lot at the top over here. Forehead, really, really commonplace, and top of the nose, really commonplace for sun damage, as well as the tops of the cheeks. So that's one lady who's got sun damage. This is another lady. Again, generally very good skin. You can see it's shiny. It's got a good tone to it, but you can just see these little blemishes here. Just on the tops of her cheek. She hasn't really got too much on the nose, a little bit over there. Classic signs of sun damage, so that's something we can help treat, and I'll get into what we can do later. We can also treat a condition called melasma, and these are very, very large pigmented spots. This is on the side of a lady's face. You just see her eye over here. You see I've circled them for you already. These are dark pigmented spots, and what's happened here is that there's been a DNA change because of UV radiation, and all of those skin cells in that area now are darker. So you can actually treat melasma with skin rejuvenation. You can reduce this appearance. And anybody who suffers from this, you know, it's a really, really confidence sapping condition. And then I talked about the hands before. You've got the hands over here. This is the before on this side. This is the after on this side. So you can see there's little spots. They're called age spots. It's exactly the same as sun damage, exactly the same as melasma. It's just that they tend to appear on the hands after a period of years. So they tend to be colloquially called age spots. And you can see over here they're virtually gone. This lady had 6 treatments, and they're pretty much all gone, and the hands are a little bit plumper as well. So you can see the bone quite prominently there and less so there. So those are the kind of conditions that you can treat. I'm just going to stop screen sharing. Come back, hopefully, to me. Yeah, a little bit dark at the start, but it's back to me. So we kind of need to go through how we can affect those kind of changes. And the first thing that we use is microdermabrasion. Microdermabrasion is one of our top individual treatments in clinic. It's essentially, and this is a bigger version of the head, but this is a microdermabrasion head. You use this on the body, and essentially what we do is we have a suction tube attached to this and a wand. And this over here, you won't be able to see it, but I'll see if I can move it a bit closer. That rim there is actually etched with, or has been roughened up with a diamond. So this is a diamond tip microdermabrasion. So there's no crystals involved. And what it is you run this over your skin, and it exfoliates that skin really uniformly, and the suction sucks the dead skin cells away. Now, microdermabrasion works because of both of those actions. So the kind of exfoliation that you do, what that does is it gets rid of all of the dead skin cells, but it does it uniformly in the area. So your skin thinks, oh, I need to reproduce some skin cells, and it speeds up your skin renewal, which is really, really good because you get fresher, younger skin to the surface quicker. So remember, it's targeted, we're targeting that skin resurfacing and skin renewal. The other thing is the suction. So this is on here, and it's sucking up at the same time. So it does 2 things. Obviously, it gets rid of the dead skin cells, but also what it does is it pulls your skin a little bit, and I can't really do too much on mine, but it pulls your skin a little bit, and that stimulates a cell just under the surface of your skin. It's like a little feathery cell. It's called a fibroblast, and it just triggers that because it thinks the skin's being damaged, and that produces collagen. Anytime these are triggered, they produce collagen. And collagen is great because it revitalizes the skin, helps it glow, and plumps it out as well. And usually when people get lines and wrinkles, it's because there's a lack of collagen in that area. So generally speaking, up to the age of about 29, 30, your body produces 15 mils of collagen all around, and your body naturally excretes, so through sweating and all those kind of things, it excretes 15 mils of collagen. As you hit 30, your excretion rate is still the same, so you're still getting rid of 15 mils, but your production rate starts to dip. So it might go to 14.99 mils and 14.98, and obviously that speeds up as you get older. But it's the areas that you use the most that that the collagen disappears from first. The face obviously is one of the first places to show it. One of the reasons why people talk about 30 being this kind of big age barrier. So the microdermabrasion researches and prompts skin renewal and stimulates a bit of collagen production. And the next thing is here, and it's going to look a little bit, it might look a little bit frightening, but it really isn't. This is the wand that we apply, the IPL. So the next technology is IPL, intense pulse light. And this is the one that we use to apply it. So the light energy comes out from here. This is attached to a machine. And what we do is we put it on the area, and then we press a trigger, and that emits a pulse of intense light, hence intense pulse light. Now what that does, it works in a couple of ways. Number one, it stimulates collagen production, because that light energy gets down past the surface of your skin and it stimulates fibroblasts. So we've done two things to stimulate the fibroblasts. That's why it's such a powerful treatment. The other thing it does is it introduces heat to the lower layers of your skin, and that makes the skin feel it's being damaged, and it forces itself to heal itself a little bit better, so it produces more skin cells. So remember with the resurfacing we said skin cell renewal, we're doing exactly the same thing with the IPL as well. The other thing that it does, and this is how it helps with age spots and pigmentation and melasma, is that it's attracted to the darker skin spots. What happens with that is that if you heat pigmentation, they're called melanocytes, but if you heat them up to 70 degrees C, it actually destroys those cells. So we kind of build you up to that energy, and microdermabrasion is great to get a really instant hit of result from the treatment. Skin feels great, and it starts, wanting to heal itself better quickly. With the IPL, we have to go low and slow because we don't want to burn you. So we take a little bit of time in building up the power, and that's why we do it in treatments in courses of 6 or 10. And then as we kind of build up the power, that's when you start really getting those melanocytes treated and destroyed. But as soon as anyone heats up to 70 degrees, it's destroyed. So that's kind of how we use the treatment, really. In terms of talking about that healing mechanism, what actually happens is it raises the heat in your skin by 10 degrees, and that's what makes the skin think that there's a wound on the surface, so it then stimulates fibroblasts and it produces more skin cells. And it, like I say, vaporizes these brown spots. So we can treat with skin rejuvenation. We can do some general skin rejuvenation, so we can get your skin plumped, we can get your skin tone evened, we can get your skin feeling soft and supple and really springy in the morning when you wake up, and it'll have a lovely glow to it. And they're fantastic external benefits, and that's what friends and family see. But the great thing about this is it works deep down. So the deep down benefits are we can reduce age spots. You saw the lady with the hands, she had some age spots there. We can reverse sun damage, and we can plump and regenerate as well because we're stimulating collagen production, and that's a really, really important part of how it works. Like I say, your skin will feel soft and supple when you've had your treatment. You get a lovely glow as well, and it's all about triggering natural repair mechanisms in your body. So it's kind of quite a good treatment in that respect, in that it's a natural thing, and it's a really, really powerful scientific method of treating your skin rejuvenation. So that's kind of it, really. I'm just trying to get the Q&A open if I can, because I'd love to get some comments. I've got the group chat open anyway, so if anybody's got a question, that's they can also just tap it away there and I'll answer it. But incredibly, incredibly powerful technology, backed up with a lot of science, and we like that. We're excited by any treatment that's backed up with science. These things, they're used for laser hair removal as well. It's a different light energy that you emit for the laser hair removal, and we'll cover that in another webinar. But tried and tested technology, been around for about 20 years, and it started getting applied with a different light wavelength. Started getting applied to skin rejuvenation, You can actually also treat thread veins and spider veins with this as well, and general redness. So, you know, really, really effective. And microdermabrasion is one of those treatments that has kind of stood the test of time for us. We've been doing it for about 4 years, and everybody absolutely loves it. And, you know, just as a general, we jump on the machine all the time, as a general sort of exfoliation of your skin, just to keep it renewing and looking soft and supple, it's absolutely fantastic. So that's kind of it from me, guys, today. I'm trying to get this Q&A feature. It keeps saying it's disabled, but that's absolutely fine. I've got the chat open, so if anybody does have a question, please do fire it away. Common things that people ask is, once the pigmentation's gone, has it gone forever? It's yes and no, really. Once it's gone, it is gone, but the same conditions that cause the pigmentation, so that's sun exposure without any decent, and I really recommend this, a broad spectrum UVA and UVB sunscreen. You should wear that all the time, really. For your face, 30 is really good, 15 at a push. And for your body, you know, kind of 8 or 15 is absolutely fine. And your hands, you know, we really ignore them. They're the workhorses of our body. It's really important to get some sun protection on your hands, because they do give away your, you know, your real age. I'm 34 now, and I'm going to get to a point where my hands are going to start showing their age a bit sooner. So it's a good thing to do. So that's usually a good question to ask. Treatments are usually 3 weeks apart, because we have to hit it within your skin renewal cycle to try and treat as many pigmented or dark spots as we can. So really, so it's a really intensive boost for your skin. And yeah, I think that's kind of they're the really common questions that people ask. Does it hurt? That's a good one. You can imagine we're doing a pulse of light, and it's you know, it's by your face. You do get, you know, we put some those sort of tanning salon goggles on, so you don't get the bright flash. If you have a darker skin type, you're prone to get a little bit of a ping and feel that. That's because there's more melanin in your skin in general. So I'm a skin type 4/5. Brings down to another point, which I'll get to in a second. But I'm a skin type 4 or 5, so I'll feel that because my skin has a bit of natural melanin in it anyway, and that will soak up a bit of light energy. But it's nothing more than a very momentary sort of ping, and that's it. That's skin types 4 and 5. If you have pigmentation, it's only really suitable for skin types 1, 2, and 3, which is the majority of the indigenous population of the UK. Someone like myself, if I've got a pigmentation problem, it's not really something we'd be able to treat with this necessarily, but the microdermabrasion will help lighten that anyway. So that's kind of it, really. Last chance for anybody to tap in any questions, but it seems like we're okay. So I will bid you all good evening, and have a wonderful rest of the week and weekend. If you have any time you want to know anything about the treatment, please do contact us, and we're more than happy to help. Our website is smoothandsimple.com.